Boatworks today is sponsored by Total Boat and Alexial Yacht Coatings, as well as supported by the generosity from the beautiful folks over on Patreon. Thank you so much.
So welcome back to the shop, everybody. I hope you're having a fantastic weekend. We got a little something planned for you. Little sneak peek. Whoop! You saw nothing. Let's jump into it. Well, today is moving day. This is going to be sketchy as hell, to put it lightly. So this is the boat that I came across roughly 2 weeks ago, just before I left for Annapolis. This is a 1970 Westwind Paceship. Now, as far as the overall length, I'm not 100% confident. I don't remember, and I can't find the original listing, but it's right around that 24, 25 foot mark. And the main reason that I'm interested in this boat is because it checks a lot of the boxes that I've been looking for the past, I don't know, maybe 3, maybe even 4 years now at this point. It has accommodations for up to 4 people. Now, granted, you're going to have to be good friends or family that gets along. But it has accommodation for 4 bunks, as well as it being trailerable. Now, the trailer was kind of the unknown, I guess, for me going into this. Just looking at it, it looks like it's had kind of a rough life. It's bent, it's twisted, and I didn't have a whole lot of confidence they would survive, a 30-40 minute drive down the highway. But Mark, the seller, said he was able to get the trailer jacked up. He was able to turn all the wheels. There wasn't any grinding or anything like that, which is surprising. But I took his word for it. He seemed like a very honest and trustworthy guy, so I took him at his word, and he said that he felt very confident being able to take this down the road. So loaded up the truck, and here we are. Now, because I was anticipating being able to go down the highway at breakneck speeds of 25, maybe even 30 miles an hour, I did have my wife riding behind me in her vehicle, and mainly that was for taillights, because the trailer, the wiring on here had been either severed or chewed away. Anyways, there were no brake lights. And just in case one of the bearings had seized up, I wanted to have a car behind me just in case I needed a ride to go somewhere. But I will say the initial impressions were very surprising. The balance was good. I had a decent amount of tongue weight, certainly enough, but not too much. And going down the road, the trailer seemed to track straight, so at least we're getting off to a good start. And I was fully anticipating seeing some temperatures in these hubs, around 130, 140, 150. I even borderline having a little trail of smoke going down behind me on the highway. But surprisingly, not a single hub got over, say, 92, 93 degrees, which is well within the safe limits, as far as I know. Smooth as butter. I'm actually very, very surprised. As sketchy as this trailer looks, it towed like a dream. I mean, honestly, this is probably the best towing trailer that I've ever done, or that I've ever had. A true testament. Sometimes it is just better to be lucky. Definitely a good start, but there's a lot left to do. And I'm leaving for Annapolis here not tomorrow, but the day after. So I've got a little bit of time to try and get a little bit more, but that's gonna have to wait until tomorrow. But yeah, quite the beautiful evening tonight. Might have to do a bonfire with a couple of beers. Celebratory, of course. All right, we gotta shuffle some things around here, get some items off of the boat. One, I want to address a question that I'm almost certain is going to be coming up once this video goes out, and that's going to be, well, what's happening with the Bertram, right? And what I'm intending to do over the course of this winter is I'm going to be working on both of them, but priority is going to be put on the sailboat. But there are still going to be Bertram videos. I'm anticipating about once a month. Now, the issue that I was running into is that there's a lot of moving parts on the Bertram, right? You know, between things that need to be modified, things that need to be built, things that need to be undone and then fixed. Progress just isn't happening real quick. In fact, no part of that project is going to happen quick. Now, compare that to the sailboat, that's going to be a much different story. It's a much smaller space. Yeah, there's going to be some modifications, but the modifications overall are pretty small. So my plan is that I'm going to be spending most of my time, most of the video coming out over this winter is going to be on this sailboat. But like I said, about once a month, I am going to be kind of taking all the video that I was able to put together for that month, put that together into the Bertram video. So there's going to be a lot more of a story from start to finish for each video, rather than taking just little snippets and trying to elaborate on those. And in some instances, and it's not just me, this every person does this to an extent, they try to make something out of just a little bit, you know. So I mean, it's a bit of a stretch to say that it's, in some instances, that it's very entertaining or helpful in any way. So I figured, well, if I can stretch that out and have some progress over the course of a month, put out one single video on the Bertram that's going to cover a lot more area, and then on a weekly I can still focus on the sailboat, and you know, hopefully that's good. Well, at least that's the plan, and I think it should work out pretty well. But I've got to get a lot done yet today. I'm leaving for Annapolis in the morning, and I just got the sailboat here last night. So I've got to scramble and get some of the stuff off of here, even though it's been sitting out for 20 years. There's still some items on here that don't look like they're completely trashed, and I don't want them to be sitting out and, you know, get invaded by the mice and all that other nonsense. So some of the items are big, so I got to break out the big guns. Got the old tractor. So as far as some of the other goodies that came with the boat, we've got a little bit of a relic here. I'll have to look at the manual to see what year it was. I want to say it was around like a 1968, 69, somewhere give or take. But good old Johnson. Now, as I've stated many times in the past, I am not a mechanical guy, but I think this older engine, this might be simple enough that even I might be able to kind of fiddle my way around it and figure out how to get it running again. Now, I'm presuming that it doesn't run. I'm presuming that it does turn over, so it's not seized, but I don't think this thing has been run in well over 20 years. So, you know, it's got that going for it. I'm guessing at the very least, change out the plugs, flush out the fuel that's in there, clean out the carburetor, and there's no fuel injection, no computer chips, none of that nonsense. So like I said, this is gonna be my little guinea pig. If I can get it to run, awesome, learning experience. And if not, oh well, I'm not really out anything. And again, learning experience, stick to what I know, which is not going to be mechanical. Now, as far as what's in this barrel, again, not holding my breath on anything, but there are some sails in here. And I'm guessing this is all basically turned into Swiss cheese from mice, but I will say, just looking at it, I'm not seeing any mouse poo on here, on any of the bags. The sails are flaked properly, so they've been stored correctly. I don't know. I mean, it might be one of those things, kind of a happy surprise. But I'm not holding my breath, but that's not a problem I need to deal with right now. That's going to be more of a springtime thing. Daryl, I'm going to be giving you a call, buddy. Actually, I'm going to be talking to you here probably in the next night or two. So I'll hit you up with that one. So now the big question, at least for me, is the logistics of fitting both of these boats in here at the same time. And unless my ruler is lying to me, they will fit side by side. However, it's going to be very, very cozy. Now, in order for that to happen, basically everything over on this side, so my bench, that other little storage bench way in the back there, and all this nonsense kind of stacked along the side, all of that is going to have to find a new home. If I can get rid of that or find a new location for all of that stuff, then the boats should fit side by side. It's going to be within probably a couple of inches between the boats, as well as maybe a couple of inches on either side of each of those boats to the wall. So a little snug, little cozy, tight, but they'll fit. Now, this might be one of those situations where once I get everything kind of cleared out and I start jockeying things around as far as trying to get both of the boats fit in here, there might be a little bit of a aha kind of a moment as far as, I might be able to shift one boat further out forward, stagger the other one further back. I don't know. I'll have to play around with that once that time comes. But that's not going to happen until after I get back from this Annapolis trip. Right now, I'm going to be happy just to get everything kind of buttoned up, put on hold for a week. And then when I get back, then it's going to be almost middle of October. It's going to be pretty much go time to get all this stuff cleared out and stuff moved in and a schedule put together and just all the back end busy, boring stuff. But I think this is going to work. I'm pretty sure this is going to work. Doesn't look too bad. And no, I didn't hit anything. I got a built-in auto stop with that antenna right there. As soon as I heard the whip crack, I knew I was back far enough. Now the bigger question is the birchman gonna fit in here? Little bit of spring there. No, 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 no. Touchdown. Well, I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get it. And yes, I am even looking to make sure the tires are running parallel to the wall, because I'm weird like that. Got a nice little walkway right through here. Looking good. It almost brings a tear to my eye. Bringing back memories of working in a sardine-packed cold storage building at the marinas. It was fun at the time, but I don't miss it. Well, they fit. Barely. And I mean like, barely. But it worked. I got a nice little walkway right through here. And that's probably gonna be the main walkway through the winter. Because I can either get to the end of the tunnel and take a left or a right. Yeah. And the tractor will still fit. So this is all good. It's good. I will say the Bertram now has a girlfriend. That was a bit of a surprise. Now, you two, keep it civil tonight. I don't want any surprises in the morning. Got it? We got a deal? And on that note, I'm gonna go back down to the house and have a little bit of a celebration and start editing. So I'm gonna button this video up right here. So as always, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you're excited for this winter, because we got some fun projects coming up. If you are, hit that thumbs up button. If you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. Thank you in advance. I greatly appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feel free to leave those down below. I'll do my best to follow up with you. And as always, I want to thank you for your time. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful weekend. And I'll see you next week when we're tearing everything apart.
This has been a Boatworks Today production.